constants of life, and the balance mechanism of the universe. Xiefeng. August 8, 2020. Translated by Qingyu and edited by Kayer. You know it very well and very clearly in your heart, but there is nothing you can do, but you have to say what you do not want to say or do, take the way you do not want to take, and continue dealing with people with whom you do not want to deal. In the end, you will find that there is no one to either condemn or praise, because if you were placed in that background, you would do the same. When you finally see that the messenger of the greatest creator is washing the toilet, that God is being nailed to a cross, that Buddha is weeping, that the emperor is the stupidest person around, that billionaires are starving to death, that the hottest and most powerful figures in the world are thrown into jail, that those who are proficient in history become obsequious for a bowl of rice, that very hardworking people are living in poverty, that ignorant and incompetent people are living well, and so on and so forth, then you will finally know that life and life have constants and that the universe has a balancing mechanism. Do not envy others, do not look down on anyone, let alone lament your fate and be ashamed of yourself, because everything is balanced by constants. Do not be complacent because you are fully satisfied or content because unexpected big sticks will fall down at any time and strike you dizzy. Do not despair because of hardships either, because no one knows whether the God of happiness may come to you in the next second and your life will turn bright. I see that life's constant is working, and that is the adjustment of the universe's balancing mechanism which no force can contain. What are constants? They are quantifications, the laws of repeated operations, natural and invisible phenomena, and universal laws that exist throughout the universe. In mathematics, they include pi, the golden ratio, and the Pythagorean constant. In physics, they include standard atmospheric pressure at sea level, the gravitational constant, the mass of particles, and so forth. In chemistry, they include the molecular formula, molecular weights, melting and boiling points of everything, density, the refractive index, purity, and so forth. Since constants are universal phenomena, there is no doubt that life also has them. For example, physical death is a constant that can be changed by neither desire nor effort. The numbers of breaths and pulse beats, and the lengths of lives must also be constants, even the number of times that one can have sex must be a constant. It is like the facts that the numbers of bones, eyes, legs, and hairs on human bodies are certain. The most difficult things to determine are the constants of life. In terms of constants, how many blessings will a person enjoy, how many hardships will they endure, how much wealth will they have, will they be respected and loved by many people, how much good luck will they have in adventures with the opposite sex, how many children will they have, how many people will they meet and love, will they travel abroad, will they live in a villa, will they become officials and how high will their ranks be, what kind of lives will they experience, and will they become a Buddha, a celestial, or whatever? These are all constants. Do you believe in life's constants? I do. Yesterday, I went to the Kamloops hospital, which is more than 230 kilometers away. This is a large, high-end hospital where most people wore masks because doing so during this epidemic is said to reduce their risk of infection, but I did not wear one because I believe in life constants. My creed is, if you were supposed to die, then you would die even if you wore a mask that covered your entire body completely. If you were not supposed to die, then you would not die, even if you were immersed in a tank full of viruses and wanted to. What should happen will happen, you can run but you cannot hide. If it did not work this way, then pi would not be the constant of 3.141, 592, 653, 589, 793, 238, 462, 643, 383, 279, 502, 88, but maybe 3.2. Is this possible? Of course not. From this, I think of the balance mechanisms of the universe. Energy conservation is a common sense that we all understand. The sum of all positive and negative energy in the universe is always its equilibrium point, 0. Anything that reaches an extreme will always return to it, and the development and change of anything is never allowed to escape too far from it. We figured out this truth from the phenomena of human life. If you enjoy too much when you are young, then you will suffer when you are old. If you talk too much, then you will be shut up in the end. If you eat too much fish and meat and waste much on the dining room table, then one day you will be hungry or might even starve to death. Those who beat others will eventually be beaten, and those who hurt others will eventually be hurt. If you own too much, then you will be fretted continuously, even to the point of having to spit out all you have. If you are too complacent, then you are bound to look bad in the end. In front of constants, gods, Buddhas, and celestial beings cannot escape from being constrained, let alone human beings. Saddam Hussein, the commander-in-chief of the Iraqi armed forces, never expected to be hanged when he flaunted his might. Do you think that you are more powerful than Saddam was? Is there a way to balance? Yes. That is, the way of the greatest creator, the way of nature. Is there a way to escape from being constrained by constants? Yes. That is, selfless dedicating and giving.